It's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Aviators of Orlando taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On one, ready? 11.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
12.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Open man right side is Tony.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 18 yards and a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Burrow will throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
George Pickens,
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
and the Aviators are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. end formation, those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On first down, Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. He's still on his feet.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
Now Burrow going to change things up.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's second and goal.
12. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
11.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
11.
And now an audible here into something else.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
12.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try and swing on fourth and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Aviators' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. 49ers nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Burrow on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 20-yard line.
Gun.
2nd and 9.
11.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
Now it's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Aviators have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Aviators 21, 49ers 0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And that's going to be another good run on 1st down. This one goes for 14 as he is eating them up here to begin the drive.
21-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Aviators 21, 49ers 0.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Purdy.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They're on 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And they go play action now. Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 1, ready?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
11.
Hands it off out of the gun.
It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
They're on 47-yard line.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
The throwing here, Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Purdy's throw caught by Gray.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Purdy will look to throw again here. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Aviators 21, 49ers 7. Jake Moody taking off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Let's get set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
11.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Burrow on play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Purdy. And this pass caught by Gray.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
They go play action here on first down.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And some room to maneuver. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Gun. Stop. 11 Thomas. Stop.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Gotta go.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Stop.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. Third and goal. Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Boswell's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, Bean, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Boswell set to kick off.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now Purdy.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the 49ers have got it back to within a score.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now Burrow changing the look.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
105 yards rushing now for the rookie from LSU. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
11-90.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year.
And the Aviators are able to stretch out their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
49ers 21. First Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11-11.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Burrow.
He's got this to Pickens.
Touchdown! George Pickens with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They go play action here. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find Gray here.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Tony.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm one, ready?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And Burrow going to change the play.
12.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Niners on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Purdy now to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. It's complete, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the...
And now off to the races down the right side. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. Touchdown 49ers.
Danny Gray,
37 yards.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. An extra point try now for Moody.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Aviators 47, 49ers 35.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Drake Jackson. And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 37-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's 2nd and 10.
65 cat.
Now Purdy.
And now here's another interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Gun.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They find some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
172 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. 11 Thomas.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
11.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
11 MT.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
Even though they were stopped before the 1st down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Niners get a bit closer.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late that they wouldn't give up a big pass. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. Looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, Thomas.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
11, mighty. 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And he'll get it right back to Washington.
They got to go, got to go.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Try to take this home, they'll run. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
11 empty.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little